Welcome to the stream. Last we left off, I think I should change the music. Hold on. Okay. Last we left off in this Fates Chosen and Sunday Friends crossover. The party of 9. Oh, they're not hearing any music. Mother bitch, y'all are muted.
It's fine.
All muted?
I unmuted you. It's fine.
It's tradition now.
It's tradition. I mean,
That's what we do.
We start a stream unmuted. I think someone needs to like.
if we start a stream
Cancel
unmuted,
us.
it means it's actually the end. This is actually a good omen for us.
So
That's canon.
we're starting off strong. Mert was just kind and gave us all an advantage.
Oh God, Mare, why?
So
Is there? Yeah.
y'all remember to keep track of that yourselves, because there's a lot of us. Where's my thingy bobber? That's not my thingy bobber.
I'll keep track of my advantages using these fantastic campaign coin medallions that I have.
Ooh.
Deborah, why don't you give us an in-character recap?
Oh, man, really? Okay. So was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. My friends and I were all back in Grassgrave after meeting my dad and vanquishing a scary black dragon, and we had a whole bunch of dragon parts that Salix was smart enough to pull right off of that nasty lizard corpse, and we went back to Gertz and sold some of that stuff, and we found a smithy, a leather worker. What do you call someone who works with dragon bits? A dragon smith who's going to create us armor and stuff out of it, which is cool, but the problem was it's going to take like 7 to 10 days, so we have to wait a bit, which I guess is kind of a problem because we went to go get lunch, and while we were eating some of Kendall's questionable bacon, a bunch of weird people wandered into the cafe. One of whom I actually know, so he's not really, I mean, he's kind of weird, but he's like weird in a good way. He's at least really nice, Alexander, but he was with Leona, who Salix talks about a lot, and they were with Kesra, who's a little frowny and a little uncomfortable to stand close to. It's just like, you know how when you're close to an edge on a cliff or something and you feel like you don't want to look down or stay there for too long because you're afraid something bad's gonna happen? I feel like that's what being near Kestra is like. But apparently Alex is particularly fond of her, so that's okay, I guess. And then there was Atlas, who he and Kendall seem to have some things in common, I guess. And there was Eldon, who was about as grumpy looking as Kesra, but I think he was mostly just focused on making sure the dragon got killed. I don't know. They seem okay, but we had a good get together, kind of put our heads together and talked about how we were going to kill a dragon, maybe. At the very least, we decided we're going to try talking to it. And I don't know. It was questionable because apparently green dragons, at least this particular one, is particularly nasty and kind of cruel. So we did our best. We left for the dragon's lair, which supposedly was in the heart of a place called the Grim, which is adjacent to a place called the Hopeless Gardens. So sounds really nice. I can't wait to add that to my map. But we headed out, and Kiri found a magic elk, I think. Or maybe just a normal one. I'm not really sure. Most things Kiri does are kind of magical, so I can't really tell one from the other. And we came across a village of elves that wasn't really a village anymore because everyone was dead. That was less than great. But everybody pitched in to clean up and offer some prayers for the departed. And we made it to a bunch of creepy hedgerows, and we discussed the merits of burning them down or chopping them down or navigating a weird hedge maze for a while. And did you know Leona can fly? So I got to take a ride with Leona up into the air to draw the map of the maze, and everybody got through nice and quick because she was smart and decided to direct everyone, and everyone down below was smart enough to listen, which was pretty great. And we made it to the dragon's lair, and there was apparently a secret plan that everyone who came to help us knew about, but we didn't. And they were like, we got a plan in case things don't work. And we were like, what is it? And they were like, well, you'll just have to wait and find out. And we were like, okay, this would have probably been better to talk about beforehand. But they were like, too bad, we're already here. So we went in and saw the dragon, and their request to murder a person we've never met seemed reasonable, but everybody else did not think so. So it was unreasonable, actually. So we did that, and I think the secret plan was to offer a dragon's egg, which didn't really work out because it seemed to make Daventarth really mad. So I'm really glad they didn't actually have it, because he probably would have turned around and just murdered us all right away. But wait, we have to fight a dragon. And I think that's about where we are right now. I really hope no one dies.
Thank you, Devereaux. I don't know if you'll remember, but we actually last left off at the start of initiative. I will go ahead and describe what is going on right now. What?
I'll wait.
Okay. Fate's chosen, and Sunday friends, you see in front of you a gargantuan green dragon. It has reared up, its claws digging into the vines and the earth, pulling itself towards you. The very first thing that it is going to do is use its...
Did
Actually-
Kendall's Eldritch Blast?
You're right. Okay. First of all, Kendall, will you describe to me how you initiated this combat?
Hey, I reached for an arrow. Wait, hold on. I gotta get in character right. So I reached for an arrow, but I didn't mean to grab one, or I didn't manage to grab one, but I shot something out anyways, and this beam of black, crackling, green lightning thing shot out of it straight towards the dragon.
Why don't you make your attack rolls?
Now, because it wasn't like thematic, I didn't do the Hexblade's Curse first. Can I do that now or no?
No.
Okay. All right, let's do it. All right. +5. That's actually a 25.
That hits.
Heck yeah. And because I'm level 5, I get 2. 2d10.
You roll them separately. Oh, you get 2d10s. Yes.
Whoop. That's a 7 and a 6.
A force damage.
Yes, ma'am.
Mindy, what is that?
6 and 7, 13.
Thank you, ma'am. You see your Eldritch Blast as it fires through your bow like an arrow. Hits this green dragon in the eye, and it looks like it looks like it's as if a child had loaded up a spoonful of yogurt and flung it at their parent, and you just watch as he wipes it away. That brings us to initiative. Eldon, you are first with your 25.
Yeah. To no one's surprise, I am running in front of everyone. Like right in front of where Kendall and Salix are.
Okay.
With my shield out.
Okay, so
I've already
each
activated it.
of these squares is 10 feet of movement.
Yeah, it's 5, 10.
So, 15. 5, 10, 15,
So I should be able to get there in
5,
20.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, you can get in front of Salix with.
Perfect. And with my shield already activated and my
Yep.
sword there, I am holding. I'm gonna hold my attack if he comes close enough.
Within melee of you?
If he
Okay.
comes within melee of me, I'm smacking him.
All right, no bonus action or anything? Kendall, you're on deck. Leona, you're next.
Nope, that's it. That's all I'm doing.
All right, Kendall.
Waiting.
Can I go before Kendall?
Yeah. I mean, that's
Just-
actually, I'm sorry, that's up to Juan Carlos.
What colors can I go before Kendall? At least this
Of
round.
course, go for it.
You're wonderful. Okay. So I'm going to move up towards Kendall. I am remembering what I saw in my visionness. And so I'm looking for this wound that I saw in the
Vision.
vision.
Okay.
Is it there? Do I see it?
Would you like to use your action to make a perception check?
No. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
All right, make a perception check.
That's something really high. 25.
Yes, you do see it barely poking out from under its left arm.
Okay. I with my free action then. Kendall, look.
What? Where?
I will point to the space that I saw
You see, Kendall,
under.
just under Daventarth's shoulder is a gaping, kind of mostly healed wound that looks like it's in a bad spot. It's not actively bleeding or open, but you do see a tender location, a weak spot.
Can
Okay, I'm on it. And then I give Salix a look like, I know
will-
you saw that too.
And I
Okay.
will both.
Mechanically speaking, in order to hit this actual spot, any rolls against it are at disadvantage, but if you hit, it's a crit.
I would like to, after pointing it out, bonus action, grasp my holy symbol, and just close my eyes for a moment and just take a breath. And it is very similar to what, and I will, well, I guess I'll say what I'm doing. I would like to use my coat of stars
You may.
as a bonus action.
Your oracle ability.
And when I open my eyes, they are bright white for a moment, and there is a shimmer of almost like glitter that kind of circles and then like comes in and sticks to me. So now I'm sparkly. And that'll be my turn.
It looks as if the weave itself has wrapped its tapestry around your oracle friend, and parts of her glitter and sparkle like you're looking at the night sky. Alexander.
I thought
Do I still get my turn? Or
Kendall.
is that- Okay, so with my newfound ability, I'm gonna go ahead and shoot it again with Eldritch Blast. Yeah, so I'm just gonna roll for it.
You got a Hexblade's Curse?
Before I forget, yeah, definitely, I'm gonna Hexblade's Curse.
Nice call, Alex.
Okay, that's 12 plus 5, so 17.
17 does not hit.
All right, well then I am going to break off and start running.
Which way? North, south, east,
Am I
or
able
west?
to see behind the dragon at all? From over-
No, not especially. You could use your turn to make a perception check if you'd like, or your action to make a perception check.
Okay. Since I've like seen this in my mind before, would I be able to like figure out where?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
You
perception?
would understand it's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 120 feet from you,
120 feet from me. Okay.
roughly, straight through the dragon.
Okay. I'm actually gonna I'm gonna stay here next to Eldon for now.
Okay. Okay. Alexander. Good turn so far. Y'all are doing good.
okay. I am going to. I'm just going to. This has started interesting, and I'm just going to fling a firebolt at it.
Let me get that attack roll.
Use an advantage.
Okay.
No, that misses.
Okay.
And then, are these trees next to us? Is there any form of like cover in them, things to hide behind, or?
Yes.
Okay. I would like to move closer to a wall, and if you mentioned yesterday that there were bodies around, are they all around, or are they in the particular places?
Actually, you are standing on a pile of bones.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, I will move and kind of spread out a bit, try and get some cover.
Would you like to use more of your movement speed, or is this okay?
I think that's fine. I still want to keep as much. I want us to keep some visibility on the dragon. So
Perfect. After you, we get our very first lair action. Okay. 20-foot radius, which is centered on Leona, which would be Devereaux, Kiri, Salix, Eldon, Kendall, and Zytharia. I need you all to make a strength saving throw. Oh, I gotta roll for Zytharia.
I'm gonna use an advantage right now.
How
Okay.
close? Oh, Kessler, you're so far away.
A lot better. 18. Yes, 18.
Devereaux, would you roll?
I am also burning an advantage because
Okay.
I have a feeling a 6 ain't gonna cut it.
Nope.
Oh, hey, but a 7 might.
Nope.
Oh God.
That's a fail. Kiri?
19 total.
Success. Salix?
17?
Success. Eldon?
21.
Success. Kendall?
Oh, 18.
Success. Zytharia rolled really high. And Leona?
16.
Fail. Okay. You watch as the vines seem to push out from this dragon's claws and claw up, slither up, what is like tremor style, come up towards you and attempt to wrap around your feet. and restrained you. If you failed, you are restrained by the vines. Also, the area around, I'm going to put a little mark on it because it is now difficult terrain.
Rude.
Oops. Come on. I'm on the wrong thing. Alright, that is difficult terrain. You can be freed of this if you take your action to make another strength check. Raise your hand if you're restrained currently. Devereaux and Leona. Okay. Which brings us to Zytharia's turn.
I have a question.
What's up?
I rolled a 21 on an initiative.
I didn't copy you over. Salix, you're go in front of Alexander. Okay, go ahead, Salix.
Oh, so I am right next to Kendall. Okay. Well,
Would you like
Is
to
that-
have moved? I mean, it doesn't matter because you
Yeah.
weren't affected by it anyway.
well, it's also difficult terrain, which screws with my movement.
Well, we can say that you go ahead and took your turn if you'd like.
Okay, because I'm going to be stupid. I'm
great.
running essentially as far up to the dragon as possible.
What's your speed?
My speed is 45 movement.
5, 10,
45.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. You can get right at its claw thing. Why do I want to call it paws all the time?
All right. Am I close enough to that spot that I saw? Because if
Not for a melee attack, unfortunately.
okay. As I go out, I'm going to grab my bow, off of my shoulder, and aim at that spot. With a disadvantage, correct?
Yes.
Does a 19 hit?
A 19 does not hit.
Oof, ouch. Okay.
Your arrow skitters. You were aiming right for this spot, but this dragon goes to move just a hair, and you watch as your arrow glances off of its thick hide.
Okay. And then, as my bonus action, I'm going to spend a key point and dodge.
Okay. Noted. Good choice. Now it's Atlas's turn.
All right.
Did you skip Zytharia?
I did. I've never done this before.
Oh,
Hey, there's a lot of moving parts.
All right.
Yeah, there's basically 11 moving parts, so don't feel so bad.
Zytharia is going to, you watch as she raises her holy symbol, or grasps her holy symbol for 1 second, and then brings her arms out to the side, fires a beam of necrotic energy, or necrotic looking energy at this creature. It is going to make a saving throw for her ray of enfeeblement. That's a con save.
It doesn't make it save until the end of its turn.
Make a rage
She
attack
has to-
against. You're right. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, she needs to attack it, and she has to hit it.
17.
And then she gets one full free turn, but then it makes a con save.
Nice. Which a 19 plus 9 will hit this dragon. 17 plus 9 will hit this dragon. All right. Deals only half damage with weapons that use strength. Excellent. Zytharia is concentrating. You watch as she holds. She begins to take some steps back, which is going to be double movement. Or no, she's going to step forward. 1, 2, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And she's actually going to have her shield out too. So she's got her shield and then in one hand reaching towards this dragon. And you watch this tether between her and the dragon has formed. Now it's Atlas's turn. for certain.
All right. I would like to look at Eldon and scream out slingshot, and I would like to attempt the boulder's lupine slingshot, and I would like to run at Eldon and jump off of his shield, have him throw me up towards the dragon's head. I would like to try to jump onto the dragon's head.
Okay, so the physics of this, what you're trying to do is you're trying to come down and then jump forward. So what's your movement speed?
50.
50. It's going to take 30 just to get to Eldon, and then whatever jump, what's your jump speed, or what's your jump distance?
I do not know.
It should be your, hold on, jump distance. I want to say it's your strength score times 2. Jump distance 5e is right there. Well, you make it say you can leap only half that distance.
Might also be different for monks.
I mean, it's a monk. It's a jump. It's gonna be the same no matter what. Okay, your strength score determines how far you can jump. Long jump. When you make a long jump, you cover a number of feet up to your strength score. If you move at least 10 foot on your turn immediately before the jump. Okay, so, what's your strength score?
My strength score is +5.
No, just your score.
Oh, 12.
Okay, so you can move 12 feet on your long jump. Let's make an acrobatics check to see how far you can get with this jump.
Do I help him at all because I'm...
Use your reaction to make a strength check.
Okay.
That would be a 19.
Okay.
That's a 15 for me.
Okay. That's going to be just enough to get your trajectory right. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Do you ignore difficult terrain?
I do.
That's what I thought. 30, then 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, yeah. So do you want to be right on the dragon's face?
Or behind his head if I can. Also,
We'll put you right here.
while in the air, I would also like to use my bonus action to shift.
Okay. Done. What does it look like?
So I come across and I run at Eldon, and I yell shield, and then I leap up onto his shield. He pushes me into the air. I flip in the air, and then I would like to come down onto the dragon with my scimitar.
Okay.
Does a 21 hit?
Exactly hits.
Yes.
Max is concerned for y'all.
Max damage. That'll be 12.
All right.
And I have a second attack.
Yes, you do.
That is going to miss.
Okay. What does it look like?
As I'm flying through the air, as I flip and I come down, I want to plunge the scimitar down into the head and then use that to hold me there.
Okay. You are able to. This dragon tries to shake you off, and you are able to grasp on your scimitar. Which is actually going to be Daventarth's turn. The first thing that he's concerned about is this creature that is on him. He is going to move, and I need you to make a dexterity saving throw as he leaps into the air.
$17.
Okay. That's a success. So you do manage to hang on. It is going to lunge its head forward and unleash a poison breath. But none of you have to roll for it because you are immune to poison. As Daventarth sees that his most powerful weapon is useless against the lot of you, he is going to let out a terrible scream of anger. And with that, he is going to... yeah, that's gonna be his turn. Kesra.
Well, so he's in the air right now.
He's like pushing off to like, he's not exactly flying up, but he's like moving towards you. So I'll move him. He's like I can't move the actual thing the way it's gonna be, but he's like,
That's fine.
He's right there.
Okay. Okay, cool. So I'm going to run as far as my movement will let me north towards that stone wall.
This stone wall?
Yeah, the stone wall. Yes.
So northeast.
Northeast. Yes.
Excellent.
Sure. Yes. Towards the
Okay.
stone wall.
5,
As close
10,
as I can.
15, 20, 25, 30, 30, 30, 30. We'll get you right there.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Beautiful. 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 And I'm going to see. I'm going to use a rinky-dink itsy-bitsy. He's probably going to pass, but I've got to try. Little teeny tiny compelled duel as my bonus action.
What's the spell save?
Wisdom 16.
All right. He rolled 16 on the die, actually, plus 3. So,
Okay.
I'm
Well,
sorry, plus 10.
I was gonna say plus 3 was that seems more realistic. Okay.
Yep.
Well, that didn't work.
But
Basically, I just said that as he was annoying as a human, he's even more annoying as a dragon.
Can we hear that? Hold
Um,
on, let's hear it.
Hey Sam, you're annoying as fuck as a human, and you're even worse now. Just an attempt to get on his nerves, and it didn't work because I'm a little insignificant human half elf.
We'll see how insignificant you are on his turn.
Well, you know.
Actually,
No,
no, we're not. He's gonna use his first legendary action.
could I use my action? to
Oh, I'm
take
so
the-
sorry. A compelled
No, no.
duel is a bonus action. I thought it was an
Bonus
action.
action.
Go ahead.
Well, I was gonna take the dodge action, actually.
Good
Is
idea.
what I was gonna do. I was gonna be like, "Hey, fucker, come get me!" Oh. With my big ass sword out. But
Okay.
yeah, dodge action. Yeah.
It is going to tail 20 feet. Are you 5, 10? You're. It is going to whip around and make a tail attack against you.
Okay.
I'm gonna put away Player's Bane for now.
Thanks. It's a little early.
Natural 19 on the die, so
Okay.
that's gonna be a.
It hits.
Yeah. Okay.
My AC is 20, so I'm assuming it's more
7.
than +1.
Oh, it's a disadvantage because you took the dodge. Ha! 17 to hit.
No.
I'm sorry. Wait, hold
My
on.
AC is 20.
I'm sorry. It's plus 15 to hit. 7 plus 15 is higher than 20.
Higher than
I'm
20.
sorry.
It's fine. I got really excited for a second there. It's cool.
17 points of bludgeoning damage.
Halved.
Halved. Thanks, Alexander.
Oh, Zytharia! Bless you. Okay, so that's what's half of 17? Are we doing 8 or 9?
9.
Yeah. Ouch.
After your turn, it's Kiri's turn.
Ooh, wow. Okay. Can I make it to like basically right in front of his little snoot there? All right. I'm about to make a bad decision, so I will use my movement to basically get right up to his face. I mean, I know he's got like a long neck. Am I going to need to make any effort to hit him? Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Okay, so I am going to use a bonus action to cast.
I just want to say that, Kiri, you are running straight towards the open mouth of an ancient green dragon. Please continue.
Yeah, Kiri has never had much of a self-preservation instinct, so we're going with it. So I would like to use a bonus action to cast Thunderous Smite. I would like to use all of my advantages for a crit, and I would like to put a second level Divine Smite, because that's not an action. So I'm going Nova. I'm putting everything into this one hit.
Fuck yes, you are.
So that's gonna be a lot of d8s. I apologize for how long this might take. Where the hell is my d8? So that's 4d6 of thunder damage. 6. 11 thunder damage. 14 bludgeoning damage, and then 21 necrotic damage.
Kiri, as you rush forward your warhammer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Warhammer extended, you bring it back behind you and bring it right down on the open mouth of this ancient green dragon. As you do, you feel your hands almost turn to ice. They're grasped so hard on this weapon. As you take a big breath in and let it out, a massive exhale of cold energy exhales. I'm going to take 2 additional points of cold damage for that awesome move. And as a blessing from the Queen of Air and Darkness.
All right.
Deborah.
Wow, we're already at the end of the round, huh?
Yep.
Cool. So I've got all these brambles climbing up my legs, which is really, really awful. But I'm gonna go ahead and draw my longbow, and I kind of try and move a little bit. Legs ain't really given, but you know what? It's a giant dragon, and I'm pretty small, so I have a feeling that he's probably not concerned with me at the moment. So I'm going to go ahead and knock an arrow, take aim at the dragon's neck, and use an advantage to cancel out that disadvantage for my roll, and use an auto crit as I shoot out my bow and arrow. And I would also like to make this a grasping arrow shot.
Would you like to use your auto crit or your 3 advantages?
I'll use the actual auto crit.
Okay.
Please. And that's going to be ooh, not bad. Not bad start to the arrow damage. Ooh, okay. 10 piercing damage from the arrow.
Okay.
And this is going to be poison, which I figure he's probably resistant to, but you know what? That's not what I'm really looking for.
He's immune to poison?
Well, I don't know. He's a green dragon. I have no freaking clue. Wait, what?
Immune? Yeah, go ahead.
11, 13, 14 poison-based damage.
Okay.
And then plus my ability modifier for the damage from the piercing. Sorry, I missed that.
No worries.
Three extra piercing damage.
Okay, what does this look like?
So I've got all these vines around me. I pull the bow, hold my breath, really think hard about the life choices I've made up to this point. Let go of the string as the arrow starts to whiz through the air. I whisper in Elvish, "Strength of the vine, strength of the vine, strength of the vine," as it strikes just a tendril on the neck and sticks in. The arrow vibrates a little bit, and tendrils of bramble start to spread out from it. And Daventarth must make a strength save of 14. I wonder if he can manage.
He did.
Excellent.
What happens?
The brambles just kind of try crawling around and just kind of like tenses, and they just kind of go and burst, and nothing happens.
Oh, bless.
But it was worth a shot. And I think that's my turn because I've acted. I can't really move because I'm restrained, so I'm good.
At the end of your turn, he's going to use his second legendary action to make a wing attack on Atlas. Atlas, I need you to make, or his 2 legendary actions. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
17.
That's a failure. You're going to take 15 bludgeoning damage, and you are knocked prone. It's not very... You don't take fall damage, do you, at this point? That's what I thought.
And you take half bludgeoning.
Thank you.
DM, I'm stupid and forgot I'm a level 5 fighter, so I get to shoot twice.
Please do.
The second attack is a 17 plus 8 for 25.
That hits.
And I want to point out I rolled 2 17s on disadvantage. So...
I'm proud of you.
That's another 8 piercing damage.
Okay.
As a second arrow just kind of follows up in the volley.
Where would you like this one to hit? Or would you like to say this one hits?
I'm clustering them.
Okay.
Boink, boink.
In the first round of combat, y'all dropped it 96 hit points. Good job.
And we haven't even hit it yet.
Yeah, yeah.
Eldon, it is
How
your
far
turn.
off? How far off the ground is this fucker's head?
It is within melee of Kiri, so you could get within melee.
Sweet, gonna do that. Just somewhere within melee of his face,
Okay?
and I'm gonna hit him.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's gonna be nice. So for my 3 attacks, that's a 16 plus 9.
That hits.
I'm just gonna roll the attacks all at once.
Please do. Yeah, if you've got more than one attack, roll them all at once.
That's a crit on a 19
Whoop!
and 17 plus 9.
What do you mean? You get 3 attacks?
Yeah, I get 3 attacks per attack action.
That's right. Okay.
So, two-handed. So the D10. So for the first attack, we did 11. The next one was a crit, so we're doubling dice. $17, so we're at 28.
I'm doing them individually.
Oh, okay. So 11, 17,
Mm-hmm.
and 10.
Okay.
And then
30-something points of damage right there.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm gonna go ahead and action surge and do it again.
Okay.
Cause yeah. That's 18 plus 9, so 20.
Yep.
It's 19 on the second.
Miss.
Okay. And 22 on the third.
That hits. So you get 2 attacks that land.
2 land. You gross 6 points on the first one.
Ew.
And 8 on the next one.
Okay. What does this look like?
I literally just come up and I just take my the sword is my shield is floating next to me, so I like to imagine that it just knows exactly where to be to get out of my way for my sword swings to just up in its throat, up in its jaw, just hacking away at this thing.
Okay.
And when I'm done swinging, the shield just repositions right in front of me.
Perfect. Kendall.
Okay, so in the little terrain that I have here, how much is that? Would that take me 10?
Double speed.
So is that just 5 or what are we looking at right there?
To get out of it would be 5, 10, 15. It would take you 15 to get out of it.
15? Okay, so I'm going to do that and then use the rest of it. I have a total of 35 to get as close as to the same paw that Salix is at. I'm going to
5,
scream,
10,
oh no, Salix, no, wait!
In response, I throw a look over my shoulder that just dead eye glare at you, and I say, "Go!"
Okay, and then as I'm yelling for Salix to be careful, I'm also going to cast Eldritch Blast.
Okay, make your ranged attack.
Except that I want to use my auto crit.
Okay.
So, where are they? Here they are. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. Okay, a 9, a 5, another 9, and a 3.
What's the total?
26.
Okay. What does this look like?
Oh, and then I also had Hexblade curse on him already, so
Right.
that's another 3.
Okay. All right.
So yeah, as I'm yelling, no, Salix, wait! Two crackling beams of black and green energy shoot at the well, inadvertently at the same leg that Salix is at, but I'm assuming a little bit lower.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, you do so. It doesn't hit exactly on its weak spot, but it lands kind of like right next to it, narrowly avoiding your sister. Leona.
DM.
Mm-hmm.
If I bonus at this point where I'm at, bonus action magically can be 2 and lower and then something else.
Yes.
Okay. I would like to look down at these shenanigans that are happening. No. And I will snap my fingers and I will Misty Step 30 feet essentially forward towards Kendall. I don't want to be with, I don't know how, it's a reach. I'm probably going to be, but closer to, can I move the back a little bit closer to Zai, please?
Yeah.
And then I will still, my holy symbol is still out, and I will look back towards Kiri, towards Salix and Kendall. I will keep them safe, and I will cast Aid at 4th level.
Okay.
That is 15 temporary hit points.
All right, Salix, Kendall, you get 15 temporary hit points.
And Kiri.
And Kiri, I'm sorry.
You moved away, so I had to re-examine my situation. And then I would like to, if possible, slide. No, I don't want to be too far away from the other side. And I'm going to try to keep an eye on where I know this wound is, but that'll be my turn.
Okay. Salix.
Okay. Still really close to the paw, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to fire another arrow at the wound, and bonus action, just I can make an offhand attack, right?
It's if only if you make. I'm pretty sure it's only if you make a melee attack.
All right. Oh well. That sucks. Okay, yeah, I'm just going to shoot another arrow at the wound. Oh, that was actually not too bad. 30-20?
That does not hit.
Ah, okay. That's my turn then.
All right, I'm making sure I'm seeing what monk weapons are for you.
My
Simple melee
spear.
weapons that don't have the chain of heavy prep. Okay, so if you use, the rule is if you make an attack with a monk weapon or an unarmed strike, you can make your bonus action with an unarmed strike. Just so you know.
Yeah, well, my bow and my spear are my Kensei weapons.
Oh, you're a Kensei as well. Well, then that counts as a monk weapon.
That counts as a monk weapon.
So can I make an
You
unarmed
can.
strike? Yeah, can I reach up and kick his foot?
Sure.
Yeah, maybe that'll work. Math. 23?
That lands. What's the damage?
Yes! Okay. 7 bludgeoning damage.
Non-magical bludgeoning damage, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Actually, a monk's fist count as magic.
Not yet.
I am only level 3 monk.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay there though.
Alexander.
Question.
Answer.
Can I use an auto crit to just force him to fail a saving throw?
You can use 2 of them.
Just to fail? I'm not saying like
Yep.
I'm not saying I want to crit. I just want him to fail it.
You can use 2 of them.
No.
That's what I thought.
All right, deck saving throw then.
$16 on the die.
Yeah, that'll save.
Plus 8.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. It still takes half damage.
What's it for?
I reach out my staff and just run it along my arm and just aim it at this dragon, and my arm then just drops limp to my side for a moment as this spectral spear of bone fires out of my arm and into the dragon.
So gross. What's the damage?
Let's see here. That is d6. And I had 2 more. There they are. Okay, that's not bad actually. Even with halves, this is going to be decent. Let's see here. 6, 12.
Fuck, I didn't have Davendar roll. Who's gonna shrug off Zytharia's effect?
Great. So that's 33 points of necrotic damage, halved to 16.
Okay. You're
And-
starting to piss this thing off.
Yeah. And I will continue to move kind of towards that wall, keeping cover if I can.
Okay. Okay. Alexander just went lair action. Okay. 60 feet long, 10 feet high, blocks line of sight. Alright, a wall is going to appear. And it's going to appear... You watch Kessler as he looks at you. And this wall springs into existence. First of all, this magical effect fades away. And it is going to be 60 feet long, 10 feet high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 feet thick, which that's about right. All right. It's gonna come right up onto you, Kesra, and you. Yeah, right there. So, I need Kesra and Devereaux to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. I'm going to use one of my advantages.
Ooh,
Okay.
natural 20
Nice.
plus dexterity saving throw, right? Pull up my
Correct.
sheet because I am a smart bean. That would give me a 23.
That's a success.
Ooh.
Is the 17 enough?
It is.
So what kind of wall is it?
It is a wall of tangled brush, bristling with thorns, springs into existence out of the floor, coming up and pushing you. You can either pick to go on the west side or the east side of this wall. Which one would you like to pick?
The side closest to the dragon.
Okay.
Hey, me too.
Okay.
I kind of roll off and fall to the ground. It's not by choice. It's an accident.
Okay. All right. That is the layer's turn. It's Zytharia who is no longer concentrating. She is going to do things that are very cool. Who is after her? Okay. She is going to not be super complicated. But she wants to grab its attention because it is hurting her friends. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30-ish. We'll say 30 right here. She's gonna come and she is going to no. Kiri. She is going to reach over and grab your warhammer, and she's going to cast Holy Weapon. You watch as your hammer sheds a bright light in a 30-foot radius and additional dim light for 30 feet. In addition, weapon attacks made with it deal extra 2d8 radiant. Please write that down. And if it isn't already a magic weapon, it becomes one. On the bonus action on her turn, she can dismiss a smell and cause it to do bleep. Cool stuff. She says, "Let me know when you're ready for the big bloom." And that's her action. No, that's a fucking bonus action, y'all. Damn. And then as her action, she's going to cast Toll the Dead, which is a wisdom save, which is what's a wisdom for this guy? Plus 12. 4 plus 12 is, that's a failure. Toll the Dead. He's not worried about a cantrip, so he should be though, because it's 40-12. 1, 10, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, plus 5. 27 plus 5 is... Mindy?
32.
32. Alright. And I marked that spell slot off. That is Zytharia's turn. Atlas, you are on the ground right by its head. Oh, I'm trying to move things on the OBS window.
Oh, I fell off its head?
Yeah, you failed that dexterity saving throw and you were knocked prone. So I had you fall off.
If I wanted to jump back on its head, how high would I need to jump?
You need to jump. I'd say you could make an acrobatics check.
23.
Oh shit, that's supposed to be a D... Is it a D10 or is it a D12? What did you say? What was the total?
23.
Beautiful. Yeah, you are able to launch yourself up. You kind of like back up a little bit and then use your form to launch yourself back up.
Alright, since I was on the ground proud, I would like to swing my legs around me
Yeah.
into a crouch, leap up into the air. And then while I'm in the air, I would like to touch my scimitar and become one with the blade. Then run my hand across it, expending 3 key points to sharpen the blade. And then I would like to pounce like a fox and bring my scimitar down on him using an auto crit.
Beautiful. Roll for damage.
And one with the blade gives me an extra d8.
Yep.
He's 37, sorry.
37. You're really starting to piss it off.
And I would like to be back on its head.
You are able to do so.
And then I want to punch him.
Yes.
It's only a 16.
Unfortunately, you land, it just you don't feel like you do anything. It is Daventarth's turn. It looks and it sees the creature that did... Two of the creatures that did the most damage to it. The first creature it's going to go after is going to be Curie. Curie, because your weapon is glowing, you are, unfortunately, the center of its attention. I'm just clicking on random tabs. It's fine. I'm not scared. And it is going to make a bite attack against you.
With disadvantage.
As you are...
Because I'm within 5 feet of him, and he's attacking someone that I can see.
You're
within 5
correct,
feet of
and
me.
you did not use your reaction this go around.
And I didn't, so protection. Boom.
That's gonna be... Unfortunately, that's gonna be a 19 to hit you, Curie. Does that hit?
That'll do it.
What's
That'll
your
do
armor?
it.
What's your armor class? Do you and Deborah? I don't have.
18.
18. And Deborah, what's yours?
18.
15
Okay.
without my shield.
Okay.
Ian,
Yes.
after Daventarth does his damage, I would like to use Sentinel.
Okay. Using your reaction as well. Okay. Curie, you're gonna take 22 points. I'm sorry, 19 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And not the 10 points of poison damage. Go ahead and roll your attack, Atlas.
25.
That lands. Roll me some damage.
21.
Oof. Its next, excuse me, its next attack is going to be on you, Eldon.
Can I return the favor and use my protection fighting style?
Yes. Eldon does a 23 to hit you.
Yeah.
Okay. That's going to be 22 points of slashing damage.
Eh.
And then Kiri, one last attack on you as the two of you are using your shields on it against each other. That is going to be a 21 to hit.
That'll do it, yep.
It's going to take its claw and rake it across your chest. 22 points of slashing damage.
Sure.
Okay. Kesra, you're up.
Is it
Oh.
my turn?
Wait, it can't move because of Sentinel. Yes, it is your turn.
Beautiful.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Thank you, Atlas.
Betty has a crit.
I
30.
don't,
30.
but that's okay.
All players have an instant crit.
Dax? I'm gonna cry. Okay, well, DM, I
Yep.
would like to get. I'm feeling really left out.
Yeah.
So I would like to run right on up to its face.
Sure.
I would like to say, goddamn idiots, all of you. And I'm going to hit it really hard with my big, big, big sword.
All right.
You know, DM,
Yep.
I'm just going to go ahead and use an auto crit for
You
that
said
first
it
hit.
as soon as I put it on your screen. It's cool, and that's fine.
Oh!
All right, real quick, let's do it. Everybody turn
Okay.
cameras off.
All right.
I think it's just Toady and.
Oh,
Okay.
it's fine.
It was just okay. I'm
Okay,
gonna
okay, okay. Everybody.
Everybody's got to do it.
Everybody.
now.
Whatever.
Sorry.
Now everybody's got to do it.
Let's do Leona. Eldon. Nope.
I'm not seeing
Who hid? Who?
Salix is
Salix, hide your.
frozen.
Ooh, Salix is gone.
Yeah.
All right.
Nope. No.
Salix-
is here. Who left?
Nobody. Eris is just frozen.
No.
Oh no, the internet.
Yeah. Eris, let's go ahead and hide your camera if you can hear me.
Dang it, I was going to be really cool.
You might be able to hide her camera for her.
Yeah, but then she'll have to ask permission to do it.
Oh.
No, it looks like she's actually frozen, people.
Oh, no.
There we go. No, never mind. I lied.
Nope. This might be a good time to take a tech break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh.
And we are back. Kesra, it's your turn. Yeah? Sure. Say that all again for me.
So, I'm feeling left out. I'm going to get as close as desperately possible. I'm going to hit it with an auto crit, and then I'm going to hit it again. And then I'm going to use my action surge and hit it 2 more times after that.
All right, go ahead and roll all those attacks except for the auto crit for me.
All right, so that's a 17 and a 19 plus 17 and 19 plus 11. And then one more hit. That's a 9 plus 11, so it's the dirty 20. Okay, so auto crit and 2 other hits. Okay, and I'm going to put a second level divine smite into all 3 of them.
Okay.
So-
All 3 of your second level slots.
Yes.
Beautiful. Let's have it.
Okay, so
The
I'm gonna
first
do
one will be.
the auto crit.
Yep.
So that's all of these. Okay. Ooh. So that's 12. My hands are shaking.
Don't worry, same.
12. And let's see. I can math. Fuck, I can't math. Oh my god, I can't math anymore. 12 plus 8 plus 8.
28,
28 plus 7.
35,
Wait, the 28 is doubled, so 28 times 2 is
56.
56 plus 7.
63.
63.
63
Make it
points of damage
rain.
for the first hit.
How much?
63 points of
Noted.
damage for the first hit. And my weapon is a magical weapon. So there's that. My hands are shaking somewhere. Okay, so that's 63 for the first one. The second one is 9 plus 7.
16.
Okay. Plus these, which is another 15. So that's 31 points of damage for the second hit. And then for the third hit, 9, 6, 7, 8 plus 7 is 15. Plus more d8s. Okay, that one was confidence. Fine. Okay, 8, 5, 4, 17 points of damage. So 15 plus 17 is
32.
32. So that's
63.
So 63 and 63. So I did 126 points of damage in one hit, in one action.
Little math canary, I love it.
Yeah, in one action. Basically that many divine smites back to back to back, you cannot look at my sword. It is like looking at the sun. And it just arcs under and then over and then under again. Into the side of its face or neck or whatever area is closest. And I use my bonus action for an action surge, so that is my entire turn.
That's all.
That's it! Just 126 points of damage in one turn.
That's it.
That's all.
Can I just say again, Kessler did more damage in one turn than I have done in the entire campaign.
You're a level baby.
I know.
I think I dropped to
it's
0 just
that's-
listening to that.
Remember when Kessler was giving y'all a
Beautiful.
hard time?
I love it though. It's beautiful. We're just appreciating.
I think I need to make a Constitution saving throw after that.
I think everybody
you
does.
know, if it has to roll to see if it's blinded by the light, that'd be cool, but it's fine.
Mindy, will you sing that for me really quick?
Blinded by the light.
Thank you. That's all I wanted.
Oh.
Perfect. Okay. Yep, that's my turn, DM.
That's all. Where are you? Kiri! Wait, after your turn, it's gonna do a legendary action.
I imagine so.
Because it's pissed.
Sure.
Kesra, it is going to, it's gonna make a bite attack against you. Does a 32 hit?
You know, let me check.
Yeah, it's going to, fuck. It is gonna pick you up, and like wrap its teeth just basically around you. It's kind of like gonna get caught on your sword a little bit, but you are gonna take, that's gonna be 24 points of piercing damage.
Cool.
That's its first legendary action this turn. Okay. Kiri.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
For the
I think
record,
the
I
first-
called all of you idiots right before that happened. Don't forget. Very important.
I'm going to take a quick second to like look at this glowing warhammer. I'm like, maybe it doesn't turn that color. I would like to use not Misty Step. I'd like to bonus action Phase Step, like as close to like the shoulder blades or like between the wings as possible.
Sure.
And for the Monday friends who have not seen Kiri's Phase Step yet, what happens is that they like discorporate entirely into this like swarm of butterflies and just zoop, straight to this 30 feet back on the dragon, and then the butterflies reform into the shape of Kiri. And it is from that position where I will be making a couple of attacks.
Let's have it.
All right. Since I've got this holy weapon thing going, I think I'm going to use my auto crit on one of them, and the second one. Holy fuck! That's another 20. That's a 20 on the roll.
What?
Okay. Holy fuck! All right, guys. Let's see. I can put a first level divine smite on both of them, so I'm going to do that. So let's see. So that's 17 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Let me check the radiant. That's 2d8 radiant, so 2d8 per, and then it's 8d8 radiant. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
19. Uh, 33 radiant, and then another 8d8 necrotic. $38 points of necrotic damage.
Okay. It is.
So I just
Go ahead.
I phase step. So this swarm of butterflies just zoop, and it goes probably maybe about 5 to 10 feet above where the dragon is, and I just come down with two. Come down, hit first impact. I like to imagine like crack or shatter a scale of some variety.
Not only shatter scale, but you feel your warhammer hit bone.
Yeah, and for the rest of you around me, it's like being outside on a really sunny, really cold day. You feel the warmth and radiance of Zytharia's holy weapon, and this sort of very cruel chill in the air from Kiri's paladin patron, so to speak. And they're standing on the back of this dragon, bleeding profusely, and holy fuck, that was cool.
Okay, as it is now bloodied, it is going to use its bloodied ability. I need Kiri, Atlas, Eldon, Kendall, Kiri, Atlas, Eldon, Kendall, and Zytharia all to make wisdom saving throws. No, sorry, not Zytharia.
Ooh,
That's
an
the last
advantage
one.
because of our feast,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Good. Cool.
Not great. That's 7 plus.
19 plus 1. I got a 20.
You have inspiration too, Juan Carlos.
Raise your hand if you rolled below a 19. All right, Kiri, you are discorporeated for a brief second as you watch this dragon cast scatter, and you are flung from its back on top of this thistle thorn thing it has, and you're gonna fall 20 feet. That's gonna be 20 feet, and then on top of an additional 10 feet, so falling damage. You're gonna take 3d6 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
It's gonna be 11 points of bludgeoning damage as you fall into this brush.
Alright.
And then that's gonna be on your turn. You'll have to get out of the brush. That brings us to Devereaux's turn.
So yeah, Carrie just went flying, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, gods. And Kesra is in this dragon's mouth?
Mostly.
Mostly?
Not the first time.
Mechanically?
No.
Yes? No. Alright, just getting noshed on. Alright. Okay, cool. I'd like to move up my 25 feet, kind of diagonally towards that log in the corner. Shush, cat.
Towards the log. Got it.
I think that's a log. And I take my bow and I knock another arrow in it, and I draw it, and I yell for Kiri, Kiri, are you okay? I can't see you! And I just shoot another arrow. I'm gonna use my new auto crit on that.
Yep.
Yay! And for this one, I want it to be I'm going to be aiming. Alright, no, bear with me here. I'd like to make it a burst arrow.
Okay.
And I'm curious narratively if I can have it hit some of the wall above, blow up the rock, and have the force damage be like an avalanche of rock coming
The rock
down
is
on-
100 feet up.
Oh, okay, so no. Cool. That's why I just wanted to ask. So, normally the arrow will burst 10 feet, so I want to aim for anywhere on this gargantuan lizard that's not going to hurt anyone else.
Sure.
Maybe like on a wing.
Sure. You can fire.
Yeah. So that's going to be 4d6 and 2d8 for the crit. I will roll an advantage for my second attack that turn.
Okay.
Does a 21 hit?
It does.
Yes. So that's another d8. Whee! Okay, so that'll be my Texas turn. I'll go ahead and roll the piercing damage. Cool. 14 plus 3 plus 3. It's going to be 20 piercing damage.
Okay. Non-magical.
And non-magical. And
Yep.
then here's my explodey damage.
Okay.
Oh. Just drop that d6. That's the only one I have. Oh, cool. That's going to be 17 force damage from the blast arrow.
Okay.
As the arrow just kind of whizzes into the wing, it sits for a moment, and I look at it, and I smirk a little bit, and I say, and pop, and then it just goes, poof, and shrapnel, just the wood splinters and everything burst. I would like to use my action surge to attack again.
Haven't you already used your action surge?
I have not yet.
Oh. Who else has
The
an
other
action-
two fighters have.
The other two
Okay,
fighters
I was
have-
like, 2 people have used it. Go ahead and use your action surge.
Woo! I will use an advantage for this first attack, which would leave me with one more after this. The 26 will hit.
That
I
will.
hope.
You said you used an
Cool.
advantage on that?
Yes.
Okay.
That's 9 piercing damage with another arrow peppered at the wings. And then my second attack for my attack action, I'm going to use my last advantage on this one as well. Because
Okay.
I'm just going on it. So 23 hit.
That does.
Woo! All right, 7 more piercing damage.
Okay. Reduced
I'm-
to 4.
Boink, 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 boink. This is for Kiri.
Aww.
And I'm done.
Okay. After your turn, Devereaux, it is going to use 2 of its legendary actions to beat its wings, and it is going to fly up in the air. So that means I need everybody.
Can I use my reaction, my sentinel reaction, to keep it from going anywhere fancy?
You can certainly try.
Okay, I'm gonna hit it.
You can keep it from going anywhere. You cannot keep it from doing a wing attack.
No. I just want its movement to be 0.
Sure.
But I don't think that works because I've rolled a dirty 20.
Technically it is an attack. A dirty 20 does not hit. Okay. I need every creature within 15 feet of the dragon. So that's gonna be, Zytharia, Kesra, Atlas, Salix, Kendall, and I'm gonna include Leona in this too.
And Eldon.
And Eldon. I need you all to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
I mean, I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm gonna use that inspiration. That
Anybody within 10 feet gets a plus something.
Of Kesra, so that's only Atlas and Zytharia.
I'm gonna use my advantage.
Same.
Zytharia failed, unfortunately.
Oh, that's much better.
Much better.
Okay, I'm gonna list off the character and you tell me what you rolled. Leona?
26.
Success. Kendall? 24? Success. Salix? You were muted, by the way. I read your web captioner. Salix?
Using my inspiration,
Your
got
advantage?
my advantage, and I also have the inspiration from Leona.
I did this. I did the same thing.
Okay.
But I was muted. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I rolled a 19.
That's a failure.
Yep.
Atlas?
25.
Success. Eldon?
Natural 20 for 23.
It's a success. Zytharia failed. Salix and Zytharia, you are both going to take 15 bludgeoning damage, and both of you are knocked prone.
Did I get hit as well?
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 12.
Fail. You're going to take 15 points. And
15
you are
points,
all
and what was the other one you got?
all knocked prone.
Thank you.
Camille, I also burned an advantage for that one.
Okay. Trying to... OBS is
Sorry.
frozen.
OBS is... Why is the technology so angry? We try to fight a dragon.
Raise your hand if you just burned an
Busy.
advantage on that roll. Alright, 1 second. Alright, I got y'all.
Thank you.
It's because I have like 100 images on this overlay. Okay. And it is going to fly up in the air. And you watch as it comes around.
I get an opportunity attack on it.
Well, yeah, let's see. Hold on. Eldon, you used your reaction to impose disadvantage.
Oh, you're right.
And it is going to come up and over. And right here.
Frick! I'm not muted. I'm sorry.
It's cool.
It's fine.
You watch as I'm sorry, I'm trying to get it right on the map. Basically, I described to you narratively. Narratively, it takes off, beating its wings and flustering the world around you. It crawls up onto the ceiling and drops down on the other side. Alexander, make a dexterity saving throw. It does not know you're there, but it is landing there.
That is a 20. Haha.
You managed to just dodge out of the way.
Oh, good.
Let's say it's gonna go right about here. And that was the end of Devereaux's turn, if I'm not mistaken. Am I correct?
You are.
Okay. Okay. Eldon.
Shit.
Yep.
Yep. I know that wall is ridiculous, right?
You look at, you
Just
see
look over there
it
and be
looks
like-
pretty painful to get through, but you look like you could do it. I feel like you could do
probably
it.
I also wonder if I could look around and see if I can see the sort of cast in this room.
Would you like to use your action to make a perception check? 3.
Yeah, and I'm gonna use a crit to do it.
Okay. Yes, you look behind you and you see it is sitting on a pedestal about 110 feet away from you.
I see it. I yell at Kendall, "It's right there. Go get it." And then I'm gonna use my movement to go at the bramble bush, whatever thing.
Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 30 feet is when you get to it. Do you have 30 feet of movement?
I have 30 feet, so yeah, that's it.
Okay. We'll say you'll work your way through it next turn.
Okay.
Okay. Kendall.
Yeah, so now that the dragon's moved out of the way, I see like those little steps. Are they is it like a steep step? Or
Yeah,
is it
each
like...
drop is about 20 feet.
Perfect. Okay. So so I actually start reaching. I throw my my bow down to the floor and I start reaching for some rope in my bag.
Yeah.
And start tying a lasso, and I use a dash action to run straight at Salix, and I go catch. And I throw the rope at her, and I want to try to rappel down into the ravine.
5, 10, 15. You can drop straight there. 20, 25, 30. Go ahead and make me 2 acrobatics checks, or 2 dex. Would you rather make acrobatics checks or dexterity checks? They should be the same unless you're proficient.
They're the same, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, go ahead and make 2 of them for me.
I have one advantage.
Of course, I will catch and hold the rope. We've done this before.
Sure.
So I'm gonna do 17, and I'm gonna use an advantage
Okay.
to roll the other one. Yay! 18.
Okay. You do not take damage from either of those, and you're going to use your action to run. That's going to be make another dexterity check for me. As
Oh,
you
shit.
drop down. How long is this rope?
50 feet.
50 feet? Okay. So it's going to be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Okay, so yeah. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. What was your last dexterity check?
16 plus 3.
Yeah, you are successful, and you are about 10, 20, 30, 40, I'd say 45 feet from the sword. You are off the map.
As I was jumping down, I give Salix a little wink.
You do have to let go of the rope in order to, so you let go of the rope at the end, and then you're gonna, okay. Okay. Leona.
Okay, I will. Seeing the dragon, I can still see the dragon like over because he's tall and big and massive, right? And I
Yes.
know Alexander's on the other side of that somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And based on everyone else, by himself. Although
Yep.
I can't see Kiri, correct?
No, you cannot.
Kiri's like they're lost in the brush. Okay, I would like to spin my loot around, pluck a little bit. I can fly like an eagle to the scary dragon. Fly like an eagle. Serenray, please don't abandon me. And I will fly up and closer. And then I would like to
What's your fly speed?
60.
So you'd have to go
I
10
don't
up?
Yeah.
Or 10 up, and then how many forward?
I go 15 up and then oh god, it's so much space. And then I'm trying to get eyes on Alexander.
You're not going to be able to. Unless, yeah, you're not going to be able to. He is hiding in that bush.
Oh, he's hiding. Okay, great. Thanks, Alexander. So, I will, that's fine. I will, all right, Serenray, let's do this. And I will focus, I will look directly at the dragon, and then my eyes are going to go just behind the dragon. And I will cast Spiritual Weapon right to its side, right to the side of its face, at, hold on, I knew what level I wanted it at. At I think it's 4th level,
Okay.
and it is a bright, glimmering display of little lights that look like fireflies because they flicker in and out, and it will be Arayo's greatsword.
Ah.
And I would like to attack with that, if I may do so. I would like to use an advantage. That is not much better.
Oh!
19.
19, you say?
Doesn't
Mother
hit.
bitch.
I know it doesn't hit. It's fine.
It doesn't. Look, I just tried to make the sword and it... Alright. Alright, here's Araya's sword. Derp. Booyah. You can't see it very well, but it's there. Okay. And no, that doesn't hit. But Rayo's sword is right there! Woohoo! That brings us to Salix.
Okay. Holding the rope that Kendall just went down, I will back up towards the edge a little bit more. I don't want to get too close to the edge.
You are currently, as far as you can get towards the edge, you are
Okay.
right there.
Oh, perfect. I'm having a hard time seeing myself here.
No worries.
So yeah, so I am right up on the edge. I will essentially just take the dodge action as my... wait. I will dodge as my bonus action.
Yep, use a key point.
And yes, as my action, I will hold Longstrider until Kendall makes it back up to the rope, and I will cast it on him.
What's the range on Longstrider?
It's a touch spell.
Okay, if he doesn't make it back by the end of your next turn, you have to consider that spell spent and mark it off your slot. So if he doesn't make it back to you before the end of his end of your next turn, the spell's wasted.
Oh, then I'll wait.
Okay.
Because he seems like it's a little
Yeah.
bit further.
Yeah.
So actually, I'll just take the dodge action with my action.
Okay. Alexander, this dragon has landed right next to you. Its foot maybe like 10 feet away from accidentally crushing you to death. What are you gonna do?
Question.
Answer.
Can I burn 3 criticals to force a failure and actually make a saving throw crit?
You can use your 3 crits to make the saving throw a failure.
I thought you said it was 2.
I'm sorry. You can use 2 crits to make the saving throw a failure.
Okay. All right. Then I will do that.
Okay.
I will burn 2 crits. And from my place of hiding-ish, I will just kind of start to wrap my hand around my staff and just then whisper a command word, wither, and cast blight at 6th level.
Okay. Roll me some damage.
Have enough. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's get rid of this one. So. Ugh. One. 32 points of necrotic damage.
Okay. What does this look like?
This just kind of like I'm wrapping this black energy around my cane and then tap it on the ground, and just kind of a very thin spear of black energy ropes along the ground, and as soon as it hits the dragon, like he just gets desiccated. He becomes like very veiny and vascular from the loss of all of the moisture in his body.
Yeah, you watch as he looks like he has aged a decade, or the human equivalent of a decade, probably a couple hundred years for the dragon, and he lets out a raspy cough and looks in your direction.
Death comes for you.
And you, Lair action. That is gonna be Alexander. Nope, never mind. The wall sticks in the background until when the dragon uses this lair action again. Oh, sweet. So it stays. That means that whatever. It's fine. I already took it down. Okay. 20-foot radius sphere. That's gonna be on you, Eldon. Well, Leona's not there anymore. But you know what? Yeah, let's try it on you, Eldon. Right about, let's do it right here. Eldon, I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Uh, 27.
That's a success. You're not restrained. It lets out a frustrated growl as you thwart its plans. It is still difficult terrain right there, however.
Smile at him.
Zytharia is gonna stand up. Atlas and Kassura, are either of you below half your hit points? Nope.
No.
Alright. Good. She doesn't care.
Why you
Zytharia.
asked?
Zytharia is going to use her channel divinity and mark this creature's path to the grave. You watch as she closes her eyes in concentration, and she takes one knee. Her hand touches the ground, and you watch her fingernails dig into the earth. When she comes back up again, this dragon's shadow becomes twice as large, and it looks twice as heavy, as if it is weighing it down. Atlas, you're up.
All right. I would like to run directly at the head of the dragon.
What's
And
your
I'll burn a key point to use Step of the Wind.
What does your movement speed get?
It doubles my movement speed.
2?
100.
Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You ignore difficult terrain. You do not ignore this thing, though.
I know, and that's where I'm going to jump over. I actually want to veer down by Eldon and vault over Eldon and the wall, and then go attack the head again.
All right, make an acrobatics. 10 feet high. We talked about jump speed, jump height.
Can I
It's
use
20,
my reaction
especially-
to help him again and do the thing?
Oh, I don't need it.
Okay.
Especially
Alright,
not
yep.
after using Step of the Wind.
Yep, you're
Okay.
able to get over, and so the dragon is gonna. Its head is not down anymore. It is high up in the air. It is 40 feet into the air.
Is the throat visible?
At the base of its chest, yes, it's technically all of him is visible.
Would I be able to reach it to attack?
Let's see, we're here 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. Yes. Yes, you would have to get to the very base of him to attack, though.
Okay. Then while I'm in the air, I would like to go back to Tony's old skater days and do a 540 flat spin. And I would like to spin all 3 of my advantages and my crit.
Yep.
And while I am in the air, I would like to run my hand along my scimitar once again and become one with my blade and do one spinning slash down his throat, and then the second one, dig it in and use that to slide and pull down like
Roll
a
your
pirate
damage.
would with a sail. (46 plus 16).
Mindy.
62.
62.
62 points of damage.
All right. You managed to it's not in the very center, but you do catch the side, and your scimitar slides down about 20 feet of its 10 to 20 feet of its neck, scales falling apart as you do so. And you're gonna land right there at the bottom. Which brings us to Daventarth's turn. Daventarth is not happy. Not even a little bit. So Daventarth is going to... Let's see, hold on. 1 second.
I really hope he's not going to use that auto crit.
I feel so bad using auto crits as a monster.
Yeah, but, you know. It's an ancient green
we've been
dragon.
using auto crits on this thing all night.
I mean, I was about to say, we've been using auto crits all night.
I know, but that makes me feel like a jerk.
Well, it already can't use his breath weapon, so,
Yeah.
like...
Yeah, but that's my fault. I did that to y'all. Okay. Banishment. 6th level.
Shit!
That's gonna be Atlas. Eldon.
Counterspell.
Can I see? Okay, now beat me to it.
What level?
I don't have the 6th level spot, so it'll be normal. So I'll roll.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see here. Where are you, Counterspell? There you are. 10 plus the spell's level. Okay. And I roll it with what? Ability check. Spell casting ability modifier. Okay. Right. Nope.
Okay. I need 4 creatures. That's going to be Atlas, Eldon, Leona, and not Kesra.
Not
Alexander. I need
Oh,
you to all
shit.
to make charisma saving throws, please.
Kesra. Just ready to do it. Damn.
I'm gonna spend an advantage.
It's like 126 damage isn't enough. Sounds like I gotta do more.
Eldon, what'd you roll?
15.
That's failure.
I'm gonna use Indomitable to re-roll it.
Okay. You must take the next roll.
17.
Failure. Alexander, what'd you roll?
22.
Success. Atlas, what'd you roll? Failure. Leona, what'd you roll? I can't hear you. 23? That's a success. Atlas and Eldon vanish from the playing field. Daventarth looks at... Wow, that's an eerie music timing. Atlas looks at the rest of you and bares his teeth. Specifically at you, Alexander. Which brings... My heart is beating so fast right now. Kesra, it's your turn.
Feeling left out.
Okay?
So I'm gonna run to the thingy, to the wall that I already flip dipped over first time.
You did not jump over it the first time. It pushed you out.
I said flip dip. It's fine.
Oh.
It regardless.
Sorry.
It's-
5, 10,
it doesn't
15,
really matter.
20. You want to push through it?
Yeah.
Okay. In order to push through it, I need you to make... every 1 foot the creature travels through the wall, which it is 5 feet wide. You must spend 4 feet, so that's 20 feet of movement. I need you to take... 4 more... slowly and painfully. It doesn't say how much pain. Just go ahead and roll. You're gonna go ahead and take 18 piercing damage as you walk through.
Okay.
So you started here, 5, 10, 15, 20, and then another 20 feet. You won't be able to make it all the way through the wall, so you'll be stuck.
Well, can I use my dash action?
Sure.
Okay. I'd like to get the rest of the way out. And
20, 40, it gives you 60, so you get another 20 feet. No,
just
20
closer
feet.
to the dragon.
There you go.
Okay. And then I still have my bonus action, which I can't I'm gonna use my second wind
Okay.
to get some health back.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say, down here, fucker. Fuck it off.
It's going to use its first legendary action to make a tail attack on you, Alexander.
I rolled a 1. My recovered HP.
That's a natural 20. Yeah, I think the first natural 20 this dragon has rolled. That's gonna be 38 points of bludgeoning damage, Alexander.
Everyone has an auto crit.
Oh my god!
Including Camille.
Yep. No, it's an advantage for Camille.
Oh,
Thank
an
you, Mer.
advantage for Camille. Okay.
OBS is slow as fuck. Y'all are gonna have to write those down.
Not a problem.
Keeping track.
Not sure if you saw, but I also got a corruption point and another crit from. Thanks, Paul.
First Sunday Friends corruption point.
And Stacy dropped $50 too. I don't
She
know.
didn't want to do anything with it. I already asked her.
Okay.
Back in my
Stacy!
Life, y'all.
Dex threw a crit at Dev because she loves Dev.
Loves Dev.
Dax threw 15 for a crit to Dev
Okay.
earlier too. So
Just keep
Yeah,
track.
keep
She's
it-
keeping track of everything else.
Yep. Thanks, fam.
What else are we doing, Miss Illustrious DM?
I don't know whose turn it is. It's your turn. You just ended your turn. That brings us to Kiri. Kiri, you have fallen into the brush. It fucking hurts.
I have. Does it? How can I get out of it? Do
You
I need
can-
to spend any action economy?
It's movement. You'd have to spend your movement to get out of it, and it's 1 foot of that for every. 1 foot costs you 4. So in order to get out
Sure.
of it, it's going to be 20 feet of movement.
Okay, got you. So, very quickly, are Alexander, Kesra, Leona, and Zytharia all within 30 feet of me?
Alexander is, let's see, well, you would be right here. It depends when you're still in the brush.
Yeah,
You
because I'm
can't
gonna be
see.
going.
You can't see out of the brush, unfortunately. You could see it one way
Okay.
or the other. I'll say you could see one side or the other. Which side would you like to look through?
Okay, I don't need to see to cast. Because I'm trying to cast Bless. I'm
Okay.
trying to see if I can
5, 10, 15,
catch
20, 25.
4 people in it.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Don't
You
forget
can.
I'm up in the air a little bit.
You are. So Leona is 15 feet in the air. I don't feel like doing that kind of trigonometry right now. Leona is out of reach, but Zytharia, Kesra, and Alexander are all within reach of you.
Okay, can I then... I will cast...
Bless his concentration.
Yeah, it's concentration. I'm not concentrating on anything right now. The only problem is I only have a second level slot left, and that's only 3 people.
You only can get
but-
3 people.
Yeah. Sure, I'll cast Bless then on Alexander, Kesra, and Zytharia, and
Okay.
I will use my movement to get on the other side, away from the dragon.
Okay. You're able
And
to
is
pop out.
consuming a potion a bonus action?
In this campaign, yes.
All right, I will consume 1 healing potion.
Okay.
Hey, Camille,
What?
do you remember if when did Zytharia cast Path to the Grave? Would my Bane or would my Blight have been the next attack, or would it have been somebody else?
It would not have been you. It would have been Atlas. So I'll go ahead and double. I'm pretty sure Atlas ended up rolling a shit ton. It ended up being like 39 or something like that. I'll go ahead and Atlas, your next turn. Well, Atlas isn't there anymore. All right. We'll best guess it. How are y'all happy with another 40 points of damage? Oof, that's Scythorian, not Daventarth. Whoops.
I'll take it.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you for the reminder, Alexander. I appreciate it. Who just went?
I did. I blessed some
Kiri.
people.
Devereaux.
It me. All right. Question. Dragon's big, right?
Uh-huh.
Taller than 10 feet?
Uh-huh.
Can I see it over this hedge?
Uh-huh.
Cool. Then I'm just gonna shoot arrows at it.
Okay.
Don't need to move. And since everybody loves everyone so much, I'm just gonna use both auto crits on my multi-attack.
Okay.
Just aiming for them wings. Just knocking regular ass arrows and shooting. Arcing them over the hedgerow.
Let's see it.
Oh, I hope these do some damage. 5, 8, 13 piercing damage.
Okay. Non-magical.
Nope.
It's starting to look a little rough. So that was that 7 for the first hit? Or 13 for the first hit?
That was all
Both of
together.
them? Okay. Oh. Okay. Dev, baby.
I'm not moving much, so I'm
Okay.
just gonna hang out.
Definitely. Eldon, what are you gonna do? You've got an action, a movement, and a bonus action. You are in a harmless demiplane. You are not with Atlas, though.
I ponder my existence.
Same.
Is there anything I can't do anything, right?
Second wind if you want.
Oh, you know what? You're right. Let's might as well do that, huh?
Might as well. Heal yourself.
Oh, that's 19.
Kendall, you are 10, 20, 30, 40 feet away from the sword.
Oh yeah, I'm dashing straight for it.
Okay, with your action and bonus action, or action and movement, you can get to the sword.
I want to get the sword, grab it, and run back with the rest of my.
You gonna put your hands on it?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so the sword sits on a pedestal, shoved in like King Arthur's sword. It glows with this dark energy that pulls to you and calls to you. As you take your hand and place it around the hilt of the blade, I need you to make a strength check to pull it out of the stone.
Strength check.
You heard me.
I have a crit. Can I use that?
You can.
Boom.
You feel a power greater than yourself. Your muscles are torn and tired and weary. You are hurting from this dragon attack, but something deep within inside of you calls to you and pushes you forward and allows you to pull this sword out of the stone. As soon as this happens, you watch as Daventarth lets out a terrible scream, and time seems to stop.
As I grab it, I just say, "Step 1." Okay. And I turn around and I run.
Before you do,
Oh,
you see everything stop. For a moment, it seems like an entire history textbook has been downloaded into your brain. You watch as time goes in reverse motion. You see Daventarth put the sword into the stone. Before that, he takes it from Fate's Chosen. Fate's Chosen pulls it from a temple. A young elf, driven mad by the lust of this weapon, runs from this lair, past his 10 fallen elven brethren, Before that, it sits on the mantle of a home on a plane that doesn't make sense to you. Flashes and flashes and flashes go by. And in each one of these, you hear a very distinct, raspy, dark voice that calls out to anybody who touches it, daring them to wield it, daring them to drench it in blood, daring it to master the sword of Cass, the legendary Vecna Killer. But as you place your hands on it, that voice does not come to you. Instead, it changes. I've been waiting for you. For so long, I have stayed trapped in this sword. I can finally be free. I can finally be wielded by a champion of the Raven Queen. My mistress. You are not attuned to the weapon, but it is magical, and it is in your possession.
Well, let's see what you can do.
All right. That's all of your movement. I'd say you can get another 10 feet back. Salix, you see that your brother does have the sword. Salix, what's your passive perception?
Oh god, I was not, 18.
You see a pair of ethereal black wings spread from your brother's back for just a moment and then vanish away.
Okay, that's pretty cool. We'll talk about that later.
Leona, it is your turn.
So I just watched two of my friends disappear.
Yep.
And I don't know where they are.
Correct.
So I would like to try to hit him with the spiritual weapon. Let's do that first.
Sure. Roll
Bonus
for your
action.
attack.
23. No, that's a lie. No, it's not a lie. It's not a lie. 23.
That hits.
Oh, heck yeah. I know how to math. 14.
Points of damage?
14 points of damage, and I will look at it. I am hoping to get its attention.
Okay.
Bring them back.
No. Salix.
I'm not
so
done.
sorry. I'm so sorry. What are you doing?
I'm casting Guiding Bolt at 5th level. I will burn that auto crit. And
Okay.
actually, you know what? For shits and giggles, I would like to aim it at the vulnerable place, please.
Then you'll.
It's gonna. I mean, it's burnt. It doesn't really. That was more for flair. It's not gonna do quadruple damage.
Okay. For flair narrative purposes, you can aim it at them, but mechanically,
I mean, it's an auto crit, so I'm not.
Sure.
I wasn't hoping to. Yeah. That's a lot of ones.
Oh no.
So. It's 45 radiant damage.
Oh, okay. What does this look like?
It looks like me staring at him. And then I'm just gonna look up. Actually, no, I'm gonna look out because I can't see the sky from here. So I'm gonna look back past his shoulder, back towards the entrance of the cave. I'm gonna see a little flash of light and I know what that means. And I'm just gonna give a little smile. And then it'll explode on him, his miss.
Beautiful.
Next attack has advantage.
That's right. Salix, it's your turn.
Wait.
Okay.
Concentration check for that sweet ass
Yes.
You're right. How
Thank
many?
you.
How many points of damage was that?
40.
45. It was
45.
45.
Thank you.
Needs to be to 23. It's gonna choose to succeed.
Okay.
Where's my dream
How
catcher?
many of those has it used so far? One?
Zero. Where's the dream
Choose
catcher
one
just
now.
fell? I can't find it. Oh no!
Ha! Good.
Yo, I can't find it.
While our DM is frantically looking around for her player killer dice, be sure to follow us on here if you like it. If you can subscribe, it's great. If you can't, that's all right too. Follow us on Twitter at Open4Adventure, the number 4 adventure.
Fuck, it's
Come
gone.
join our
Go ahead.
Come join our Discord because we want to be your friend.
Okay. This is fine. It's fine. Salix.
Okay. Seeing my brother coming up, or about to come up the rope, I'm going to just, you know what? I'm going to take a quick bow shot at it. Because why the heck not?
Okay.
I can reach it with my longbow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have advantage on your attack.
Yeah. Well, let's see how that goes, and then. Yeah, I'm gonna use my crit.
You do so.
Shit.
Roll for damage.
Yeah, and as my bonus action, I'm going to give myself an extra D4 on that because it's with
Do
my
so.
fancy weapon. All right, come on. Oh, that's a lot of 3s. That would be 9. Oh wait, hold on. 13 piercing damage.
Okay, from a non-magical weapon.
Yep,
All right.
that's my turn.
Okay. Alexander.
Cool. Is he within melee of me?
I would say you could get within melee of him.
Okay. Yeah. I will walk up, and as I'm doing that, you will see my body start to glow with green flame that passes down to my hand, and I will place my hand on him with an auto crit and cast Vampiric Touch.
Oh.
Okay. So, and I'm upcasting this to 5th level.
Okay.
So I get to do a bunch of d6 damage. 6, 8. All right. Ugh, that was awful, folks. Ugh. $23 points of necrotic damage, and I get 12 back. I had
Aww.
4 1s.
That's very sad. Any bonus action?
No, but he does need to make a, con saving throw of 12.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Zytharia will rush up 5, 10, 15, 20. She's gonna get stuck in the thing, but she doesn't care because she's got a shit ton of hit points. Well, she had a shit ton of hit points. Jesus Christ. Okay. All right. And on her action, she's gonna do Toll the Dead. Fortunately, that saves. She's still concentrating on Holy Weapon. Which brings us to Atlas. Anything you'd like to do on your turn?
I'll just sharpen my blade until I return.
Okay.
Meditate on the things that have transpired.
Okay. It is Daventarth's turn. He's looking around. You notice he checks out himself. He is very injured. And you watch as he begins to beat his wings. He flies 10, 20, 30 feet into the air, and you see him begin to turn away when he sees Kendall with the sword.
Not close enough to do Sentinel, am I?
No. Okay. In which case, he will look at Kendall and then look at Salix. Back to Kendall. Then he will fly straight at Salix. He is going to barrel into her, mouth first.
Yeah, it hits.
I don't need the auto crits because I rolled a natural 20.
Yep.
For a bite attack, that's going to be a total of 43 points. And then Kendall, he stands on top of Salix's body, looking.
Oh, I'm still up.
Oh, are you? Well, stands on top of Salix, looks at you, makes his 2 claw attacks. That's a 30 to hit.
Yeah, this is when I go down.
22 points of slashing damage.
And I'm down.
Second attack.
That's exactly what you needed.
It's a instant crit because she is incapacitated. You watch as he lashes down with his claw, pulling your sister apart. I knew this was gonna happen. This is the worst part. That instant crit with the claw is gonna be 48 points of slashing damage. What's your what's your hit point maximum?
Oh, yeah, hit point max. Well, I was already.
What's your hit point maximum?
49. Oh, that's with the Hero's Feast.
Without the Hero's Feast.
Without the Hero's Feast, it was 38. Hold on, let me double check it. Where is it? Gosh. 38.
Hit point maximum. With your hit point maximum is temporarily increased, so I guess it would still consider. So you do fail 2 death saving throws, but you are not instantly killed.
Okay.
Oh, let me move him. Sorry, that was a. And Daventarth looks at you. Kendall, your sister's blood still dripping from his maw, and says, "Make your choice." Kessra, it's your turn.
Well, I had a plan,
Sure.
and then he fucking left. And I can't fly. So, you know.
How dare the dragon not sit still and let you kill him?
Look, though! I had a plan, it was gonna be a good one, and he just fucking left. Shit. I'm just gonna scream fuck really, 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 really loudly. Because I was gonna channel fucking divinity, and he fucking left. For the first goddamn time ever. It's fine. I'm gonna run through the thicket again.
Okay. You can get 5, 10, 15, and 20. You'll be stuck in the wall in the end of your turn.
Cool, I'm gonna dash.
Okay.
Well, I have a question, DM.
5, 10, 15. What's up?
Before I officially 100% dash, I see his wings are by me because he is a gargantuan creature.
Oh my, his wings are tucked up and they're like up around him. It's just the token.
Well, I just wanted to know if, because he's so fucking big, if he might be within 10 feet of me.
Definitely not.
And I can channel divinity from inside of the
Definitely
thing.
is not within 10 feet of you.
Damn.
There's just not a great way to make him look like he is. Ah!
No, that's fine. I was hoping like his tail was over here or something. It's cool. No, in that case, I will dash then to get out of the, and I'll take all the damage that I need.
Okay,
need to
18
take.
points of damage.
Okay.
That'll get you 15 plus 20 is 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. You can get up on the dragon.
Yeah, well, I already used my action, so, Yep. Well, nope. Yep, nope. Actually, I'm gonna use a healing word. It's my bonus action.
On?
Salix.
The dragon will counterspell you.
Okay. Fuck you, bitch. Just wait till my next fucking turn. After you fly away and do something else, it's fine.
I, Camille, am personally very proud of Kessra. I would like to point that out. The dragon is just not here for it. Okay, that's all I gotta say.
Love you, Kessra!
Kendall, it's not technically your turn yet, but will you go ahead and declare what your intent is gonna be?
I want to say some cool shit, but
Okay.
what I want to do is, first of all, know if I'm within 35 feet of this dragon.
No, because it's standing on the top of a ridge.
Then I'm going to be using my crit to do an Eldritch Blast.
So you aren't going to be giving up on your turn?
This is towards the dragon, not you, Camille.
Yeah, sure.
You sack of shit.
Okay.
I'll make my choice, and I'll raise my sword up, point it at the dragon, and I want to point it at its festering wound.
Okay. So it's not your turn for another few turns. The dragon, for another like 4 or 5 turns. The dragon is just trying to get an insight of what you are going to be doing, because it is going to make a legendary action to make its final attack on Salix. You watch as, with one last swoop, this dragon places its claw on Salix, and there's one final crunch as he snuffs your sister's life away. Kiri, it is your turn. You have just witnessed this.
I'm gonna throw a look. I'm not muted. Great. Freaking fuck out. That's what I'm doing. I'm gonna like throw a look back over towards the brambles. Scytharia, boom! I'm gonna charge. I would like to use my auto crit with the holy weapon. So that's 48 radiant plus, and I'm gonna drop my shield and do a two-handed for this one.
Okay.
$22 radiant and 21 bludgeoning on attack number 1.
And your weapon
I
is
will do-
magical now, isn't it?
It is, yes. Whatever I come in contact to that isn't like some... Actually, you know what? If I could like hit the wing and like penetrate and just tear through the wing to some extent, even if just a narrative flavor thing, that's kind of what I would like to do, and then I'll make my second attack.
Kiri Amaranth, you don't need a second attack. How do you want to do this?
Woohoo! Okay. I would like to. Holy fuck. I would. Yeah. So I would like to. Before I charge at the thing, I'm gonna look at the glowing warhammer. I don't know who's inside here, but you gotta help me out right now. I'm gonna charge. I'm going to, like I said, basically throw the hammer two-handed straight through the wing and basically tear through it like a piece of fabric, get in through it, underneath the wing, and I don't know if I'm on the right side to be going for the weak spot, but if I am, I'm just gonna flip my hammer around so it's spike first and just impale.
So yes, Kiri, you come up and with your warhammer completely shatter the bone or the joint where its wing works. The wing falls limply to its side. You are able to run even farther and spinning as you do so, underhanded, bring your warhammer back up and into this weak spot. You watch as soon as you hit this weak spot, you see Zytharia. Boom. An explosion of bright white radiant light blinds nearly everybody who can see this. The dragon lets out a terrifying scream. You see it beat one wing desperately, trying to get away. But you have wounded it mortally, and all it does is get a few feet forward and fall limply to the side. Sunday friends and Fates Chosen, you have defeated an ancient green dragon.
Our friends
You're
pop
right.
back into existence, right?
Yeah,
They
we
do.
should. Yeah.
I'm flying to Salix.
Kiri Amarath, you've just defeated a green dragon. What do you do?
Kiri, you
I'm
see...
going to Disney World.
Stop it. Kiri, you see... Let's just... you see Salix, Kendall, your rope is not being held by anybody.
But mountainous terrain is my favorite terrain. Would that be?
You still have to be able to get up the 20 feet of steps that it is. So you can climb up there. Essentially,
Yeah, I
you
wanna
huff
do
and you
that.
puff and you push yourself up to see Salix.
Is the dragon's leg still on top of her?
No, it has fallen off.
Then I'm gonna drop the sword and I'm gonna drop to my knees and I'm gonna, with tears down my eyes, just grab her body in both of my hands. And I say to myself, this wasn't part of the deal.
Back away, everybody! Back away right now! You hear Zytharia. Y'all are not in place for the big map or the big thing right now, so I'll just keep So I'll just keep y'all in this map right now. You watch as Zytharia moves and closes the distance. And you watch as she takes a large diamond out of her bag and places it on your sister's chest. Your sister's body is mangled and she's clearly beyond this world. And Zytharia kneels over her. You watch as she pulls various things out of her pack. Would you like to help her in any way?
In any way I possibly can, yes. I have cure wounds. I don't know if we.
How do you
what I can
think?
do.
What do you think Kendall would do to help Zytharia in this ritual?
Hold his sister's body steady.
Okay.
And delicately put her head in his hand.
You listen as Zytharia begins to mutter in a different language at first, but then switches, looking up at you, to common.
If she wants to use the same that language, I can just cast comprehend languages.
It's fine. She looks at you purposefully. And you can tell from that glance that she expects you to be able to do this one day too. She says, "My mistress, the Raven Queen, you have granted me powers beyond mortal comprehension. You have charged me to be the sentinel of life and death, to stand at the gate, and to push those who need to be pushed and pull those who it is not their time yet. Mistress, I beg of you, return Salix to us, so that she and her brother, Kiri and Devereaux, and all of Fate's Chosen can continue what it is that you have charged us to do. Please. Please bring her back. Salix, first of all, I need to ask, is your soul free and willing to return to your body?
Okay.
The next thing I do is I need to make an ability check for Zytharia, and it needs to beat a 10. I'm gonna take a picture of this. Salix, when you saw the last thing that you saw, before the lights went out, you had a feeling in your heart. There was a reason that Zytharia came with you. Part of you had faith, and that faith did not go unrewarded. You find yourself falling through some sort of viscous liquid. Air, but it's heavier. And you see your tree. When elves die, they go to Arvindor to live their days in peace before they are recalled into the next elven body. A curse from Corellon. Every elf is taught that from the moment they are born to the moment they die, it is only but a temporary respite from Arvindor, the true heaven. But you don't see Arvindor. You don't see anything except for your tree. You look at your hands and the tattoos have faded. They're gray now. You land in a soft pile of leaves. You're in the grove, but it's empty. You have a few seconds to look around and you see... Are those trees or just more elves? You swear you see some movement in the distance. Everything is still, though. And you feel the pull. And you hear Zytharia's prayer. It's calling you to come back. Do you do so?
I grasp for it desperately, knowing that that's the way back to my brother.
You turn your back on the tree, on these maybe other elves that you've seen. And somehow manage to swim your way upward. Back the way you came, you see a hand grasping towards you. And you see Kendall's face reaching. Do you take his hand?
Of course.
Kendall, Sunday Friends, Fate's Chosen, you watches. Salix begins to heal. The parts of her that were scattered come back together. And breath returns to her lungs. It's at that moment that Zytharia drops a heavy Cure Wounds spell into your chest. And everybody can see as she seems to be pulling, Zytharia seems to be pulling all of the shadows from everything nearby, and you watch she's actually pulling the shadow, mostly from the dragon, pulling its life force into Salix. Salix, you have half your hit points back.
Petals? Petals?
Yeah. Kendall, that hurt. Did you get it?
Yeah, I got it.
I reach my hand up and pat his cheek and look. Are my tattoos fully colored again, or?
They are.
I drop my head into her chest and I just start sobbing.
I
Zytharius
kind of
slowly
run my
backs.
fingers through his hair.
Zytharius slowly backs away. What are the
It's
rest
okay.
of you doing? Oh, go ahead.
Just calming him at this point.
Want to wait about 30 seconds after Zytharia backs away. Have my teammates come back from wherever the fuck they fucked off to?
Yes, they have.
Okay.
How's everyone looking health-wise?
Like shit.
Okay. Who's looking rough? Of both sides, Kesra.
Alexander, I think.
Alexander, you looking rough? You doing okay?
I'm doing fine. I mean, I've been hit, but I'm doing fine.
Kesra's looking rough though. So Kesra, I'll go to you and put a hand on your shoulder. You all right?
Peachy.
You're gonna get. Oh, okay, I see you. Oh, that wasn't. 26 hit points.
Thank you. Invigorated by my no longer, half health, gonna walk over to where I assume the Sunday friends are all joined up on their newly revived friend. And I'm gonna say congratulations. You're officially fucking adventurers now. Doesn't happen until one of you dies.
Kesra.
No. It's true. As someone that's died at least once, you have also died at least once. This is what happens.
Felix's fist goes in the air. Woo!
Yeah. Congrats.
When Salix cheers, Kendall kind of just falls on his butt and falls on his back flat, just wiping tears away and breathing heavily. Fuck.
I get up and grab my stuff and start wiping myself off.
You guys are fucking idiots. Absolute idiots.
Yes, well, now we're all rich ones, and I'm slowly casting Detect Magic.
I would like to give Eldon a fist bump and then walk over and give Zytharia a hug.
I'm gonna walk over to Kendall and reach out a hand to help him up.
Where are you looking?
I grab for his hand, and with my other hand, I grab the sword and stand up.
How's
Pat
Well,
on the
Kiri
shoulder.
looking?
Kesra, I can't say that you're wrong, but
Doesn't matter, you did it.
it doesn't matter anymore, yeah.
It's over.
Well, not for me. Not yet.
No, just this part.
Kiri looking?
I'm gonna eat that fucker. And I look at the dragon.
Kiri, how are you looking?
If I had to abstract how I'm looking on an arbitrary scale between 0
Terrible.
and 50, I would say 21.
Okay, so not I
Just
could be
below
worse.
half.
But
Yeah.
I'll swing over and
Looking sword.
put a hand on your shoulder too.
I stole this from a Critical Role fandom. It's pretty sweet, you might say. Just so you have something to look at.
Oh heck yeah. That is 20. No, that's not how math works.
Just
19.
credit this sword art is done by Victor Engelholm.
Kiri, you get 19.
Thank you.
I did Casper.
The whole time Zytharia's doing the ritual, I'm just kind of in the back, very visibly distraught, and seeing seeing Salix get back up, I rush over and reach out for a leg hug because I'm very, very short.
I will bend down and hug you.
Salix, I thought you were dead.
Well, I was, and I look up at Zatharia and say, thank you for making sure that didn't stay a permanent thing.
Tis my absolute pleasure, Salix.
I look to her as well. Thank you. This has got to be the dumbest thing I've ever done.
Yeah.
I didn't ask you.
Don't have to, short stuff.
Thank you for being here. But your power doesn't give you the excuse to be so sour.
My power has nothing to do with it. The fact that I just watched 4 people charge at a fucking ancient green dragon for a sword that would have done it anyway, regardless of whether or not we were here, that's what makes me sour.
Yeah, we get it, Kesra.
Why don't you go fuck off, Kestra?
Yeah, maybe I will.
Kesra, help me down these stairs.
I'll go up and downstairs.
Remember, new friends, your life is a message to the world. Make sure it's inspiring.
Kiri, what are you doing?
After observing all that, I would actually like to head over, at least after they start moving a little bit, so it's not so terribly obvious that I'm following. I would like to go over to Alexander and Kesper for a bit.
Okay, you can see that they are working their way down the stairs.
Sure. I will sort of walk up to them. Here, I will sort of like take, if they allow me, take one of each of their hands and split my 25 lay on hands pool between the two of them. So 13, 12.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks.
Much appreciated.
It's a brutal, cruel cold. It's not a pleasant feeling, but
Not like when the
Right
Yoda
now.
does it for you.
Fuck.
That's new. I'll have to show you mine sometime. It's also very different.
Okay.
learn it from far away.
You've seen it, Kestra.
Uh-huh. What are we talking about again?
When I heal you.
Mm-hmm. Just making sure.
Anyways.
So
Care to
you
help us
said-
with this treasure, Kiri?
Yeah, it'll be good to do something. You said that we're officially adventurers now, that... I take it this is something you've done before?
Which part? The dying or the dragons?
The dying.
Yeah.
I myself haven't had the chance yet. I've been very lucky.
Hopefully it won't happen.
Well, does it get easier?
I mean, do you mean like the coming back part or the dying part? Because that can be really easy.
In general, it gets harder.
Don't worry though, I'm working on that.
Fucking god damn it.
What?
Somebody has to.
No.
I'm walking over to the dragon's body.
Sure.
Things... Perspectives start to get a little different. Things start to... I don't know. Definitely doesn't get easier.
That's
Sorry.
what I was afraid of.
Yeah.
Well, between you and me, I wanted to ask you because I feel like I had the best shot of getting the true answer.
Oh, well, I think all of them would end up saying the same thing, just in different ways.
That's fair.
But there's no need to be so dour. We all made it through.
Yeah.
I know Kesra, I realize we both think this was stupid, but we did it. And we did it with only one death.
It's a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
And to be honest, we did it a lot late. That death happened a lot later than I thought it would.
It's true.
So credit where credit is due. Well done.
Yeah, well, I'll get my head out of my ass eventually.
Hmm.
Maybe
You're
when we
just mad
start
because I
counting
didn't get to. You're just mad because I didn't get to watch you fight that dragon. That stupid wall got in the way.
Sure. Did kind of want to chop its head off, though.
Leona, while this is happening, what are you doing?
I'm actually gonna follow Kendall to the dragon.
Okay.
I'm just standing there staring at the dragon. Probably didn't notice you walk up, but I'm talking to myself.
What are you saying?
Up until you walked up, I was just looking at my sword. My new sword. Wondering if this is all worth it. I place the tip on the dragon's body and I slowly just shove it in and then slowly pull it back out.
You know it's already dead, right?
Yeah. It's already dead, but I'll make it pay again somehow. I look around to see where Zytharia is at.
Zytharia is make a perception check.
That's what's that? 9 plus 6 or 4, I mean. So just a 13.
She is standing, looks like a pretty fair distance from Kiri, Alexander, and Kesra. And she looks like she's talking to herself.
I'm gonna walk over to her with my sword, kind of just dragging on the floor as I'm holding it.
I'm gonna catch you before you leave. Kendall. Kesra is not always great with people.
I know what Kesra's like.
But
And honestly, she's not wrong.
there is a bit of truth in her words. Maybe a lot. I don't know what this sword means. I don't know what the Raven Queen has planned for you. But part of becoming an adventurer is finding a balance of bravery and wisdom. I'm very glad that Zytharia was able to be here. I'm glad we were able to be here. And if in the future you need more assistance in anything,
Yeah,
don't be afraid to ask.
I know. Kesra runs her mouth, but she's still here anyways.
She is.
I'm not stupid. I know what that means.
She's also the reason we are all still here. But I will
She may be
look,
smart, but she doesn't know when to stop.
I will look around at the Sunday friends. But you're also not alone. And one day we looked not very different than you. You should be proud. I know the Raven Queen is. Whatever your next steps may be.
Yeah, the next step is going to be a lot harder than this.
The next step always is. But
I
that
place
doesn't
the
mean
sword on both my hands in front of me as I stare at it as you talk to me.
But that doesn't mean it's not a step worth taking. It's a matter of knowing what the right step is, when the best time to take the step. And trust me, I'm not so sure we figured that out either, quite yet. But when you have the right people beside you, and you have the guidance of those higher,
I look
tend
up
to
at
work out.
I look up at Salix and see her smiling and talking to everybody. Or whatever she's doing, she was cheering earlier. But I look at Salix and see her walking or standing at least, and as long as I can still see her like that, any step I take is the right step.
I will look over your shoulder towards Kesra. I understand that feeling.
Talking to my sword, I say, well, let's hope the Raven Queen made the right choice.
She did.
I know
I'll
she
walk
did.
away.
Did you still want to go to talk to Zytharia?
No.
You watch as Zytharia takes a final look around and leaves the cave.
Wait. And I run after her.
She's stops when she hears you behind her.
Does she turn around?
Yeah. What can I do for you, Candle of a Tree?
Thank you. Thank you for coming. Although I know our queen sent you, but I'm still very happy you're here.
Thank you. You know, there are some people that no matter what you do for them, it will never be enough. No matter what you do, you will never be strong enough or wise enough or brave enough. Just know that I'm here for you. And not because she sent me. Because it's the right thing to do.
When you get a chance to talk to her again, let her know. I'm not done yet.
Oh, I know. And so does she. I'm on my way to her right now. Goodbye, Kendall.
I
Go
I
ahead.
kind of move in a little bit to try to hug her.
She'll give you a hug.
Thank
Which is, you know, that my job has always been a thankless one. So I appreciate the sentiment. She'll take a step back. Close her eyes. And say a word of recall. And disappear.
I try to compose myself as my back is to everybody. I turn around and I start walking back, and as soon as everybody's in earshot, I'll say, "Well, who's hungry?"
For the sake
I mean,
of... Go ahead.
yeah. No, go ahead.
Let's just say for the sake of this session, since the next session we're going to have is not a crossover, let's go ahead and narrate our goodbyes. Go ahead, Salix.
Before we say goodbye, I will pull Leona aside. Leona, I've been making this for you, and I can't forget to give it to you. Here you go. And I give you, hold on. Oh no, hold on, I clicked the wrong thing. I give you a small leather-bound book with decorative engravings on the cover outlining the book in leaves and vines. There's no name on the outside of the book, but I will send you a full description of the book, the letter inside, and all of its contents in just a moment.
How would y'all like to say goodbye? We will worry about the loot and stuff in chat tonight.
I'm actually gonna say goodbye to everybody, but I'll make a deliberate attempt to talk to Kesra before they go.
Counting money makes me feel better. A little less of a grump afterwards. Yeah.
You know, you talk a lot, but you're not as you're pretty transparent.
Oh, well, that's a shame.
Sure is, because you try so hard. But thank you for being here.
Yeah.
You don't always have to say what you're thinking, by the way. Well, I don't know what I'm going to do with this anymore. But maybe you hold on to it. And I grab one of my short swords and I give it to her. You can throw it out, I guess, if you want. It's more for me than it is for you anyways.
Thanks. Look,
I won't be so useless forever. At least I hope not.
I
If you
mean,
ever need my
technically
help.
you did the thing, so.
I grabbed a sword.
I'm, a little biased against, godly interference. Kind of always have been. I hope, genuinely, truly hope that whatever you're getting into is what you want it to be.
I won't lie to you. I've seen what's going to happen. And I've been told what waits for me. None of it's what I want. But it's finally what I'm meant to do. And it only took 100 years for me to find out.
The rest
So
of
now that at least I have a sense of purpose
Wow.
and this godly interference, I'm sure it comes with a price, but the outcome is definitely what I was looking for.
Well, good luck.
Yeah, we'll need it.
How would anybody like to narrate their goodbye before we end the session?
If I may,
Go ahead.
I would like to look at all of the Sunday friends and just look each one of them in the eye. Great people don't set out to be great. They set out to make a difference. It's never about the role that you play. It's always about the goal and the intention. You've got a great bond between you all. Strengthen it, because those bonds will keep you going. They will lift you up, and they will bind you together. It's been a pleasure meeting all of you, fighting beside you. And then he specifically looks at Kendall, and getting to know where your heart truly lies. You've got a good path ahead of you. I wish you luck, and if you should need help again, know that I will answer that call. And then he will go and stand by Eldon.
As will I, Alice.
What he said. Then I'll just kind of salute them all.
This time, Devereaux, you actually earned the 50%.
Yeah, I suppose. And this time I hit with my arrows a little bit more than last time.
You were doing a lot more running last time.
Hey, so are you.
I said we. I no, I'm not.
Excuse me. Okay. Well, I have to say, Alexander, it's been surprising to see you again.
Indeed.
Leona?
The Salix thing was a lot. So the response to that was tearing up, big hug, and while I'm hugging you, thank you. And I will pull back, and I'm shorter than you, but that's never stopped me from doing this before. And I will put my hands on your shoulders, and I will say, I'm so glad you're okay.
Well, thank you for coming and bringing everybody with you.
Of course.
We wouldn't have been if it wasn't for you, all of you.
Teamwork's a powerful thing. I will hugs as willing as people are for hugs. I will try to gauge if hugs are welcome and accepted. I will give everybody a hug. If not, that's cool. But I will to Dev say, I really should figure out how to make that necklace work.
Yeah, I'll work on it.
Okay.
And you still smell nice, even after a dragon fight.
Oh, thank you. Oh, I'll reach into my bag. And DM, I had 2 things of perfume. I had the thing that came with my noble background, and I had my personal perfume.
Mm-hmm.
I will hand it to you, Dev.
Which one?
The personal one. I sold the other one.
Oh my god, I have an Empress's perfume.
The next time we meet, I may not smell as nice, though. So.
Oh. Well, then I don't want it.
DM, do I have anything? Do I have any?
You could just spray it on a hanky and give it to them.
Oh, okay.
I have a favor of an Empress. Oh my gosh.
And to Kiri, remember what I said. That office still stands whenever you decide what it is you need to do.
I will. Thank you.
And I don't know if there are any words necessary for Kendall, which is a lot in and of itself for Leona. But I will give you a very respectful nod. smile, and I will take my place with my friends.
Content to go your separate ways after a challenge completed. That is where we will end tonight's session.